Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I am Conostip and this is going to be part 56 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as Egypt. And I'm pretty excited to get into this one because we could be making some pretty big, substantial moves in this episode. Up here in Eastern Anatolia, I have a few settlements that have just been my target for quite some time. And I'm probably ready to make my move on Tarsus for the second time, that is. I have one stack ready to go. And then I have a second stack that I temporarily needed to pull over to this bridge to defend it against a pretty sneaky looking Greek army that has now disappeared and I don't know where it is. That makes me nervous, but if I can't see it, I mean, I do have some forces here in Hatra. If I need to, I can use them. But I do want to get this attack on Tarsus underway. So let's pull this stack back to Antioch. And it can regroup with the rest of the army that's waiting for it right here. And yeah, so soon we will be attacking Tarsus again. The Seleucids are doing something interesting. This army kind of looks like it's going to be looking in my direction. I don't know. It's still in its province, so it hasn't made any aggressive moves officially, but it's, you know, it's looking in my direction, right? And there's this little weird looking Greek peltas that's kind of, I don't know what it's doing. I wanted to pick it off, but it's in the reach of the Seleucid army, so I don't want to get an army cut out and unable to defeat that army. All I have is this here in Ankara. It's pretty beat up, and I would rather not risk it in an attack on that Seleucid army. So I'm going to be letting that Greek Peltas do whatever it wants, I suppose. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this Seleucid army and seeing if it wants to venture out. If it does, I do have forces further west that can come together and fight against it. Here in Pergamum and Nicomedia, I have a lot of mercenaries. These are some pretty ragtag armies, but it's probably enough to defeat those Seleucids. So that's going to be the idea there. Also, I am going to be putting these armies together and advancing on Sinope eventually. I would imagine that I need to focus more so on training up peasants at this point, just to make sure I can retain the loyalty of these settlements in these provinces. The forces are probably sufficient. And if the Bruttii are not going to be attacking Western Anatolia, as long as I, have sea and water between us officially, then we should be safe to just leave peasants garrisoning these settlements and then, yeah, marching east and taking Sinope off of these rebels here. Mazaka is going to be attacked eventually by this army that's going to be coming down. This is the army that was going to help out against the Greek army that was up here, and that was dealt with, so now they can head back down. So they're going to be coming up over this bridge, then marching west onto Mazaka. Now, the Greeks have been sending out forces here or there, sort of weakening their garrison in Mazaka, but it's still a capable garrison. I mean, 3.5 units of armored hoplites is no joke. And yeah, Cretan archers and Rhodian slingers as well. Yeah, no joke indeed. But they keep sending forces off. Like I think they attacked Sinope actually with a very small army. So that was confusing, a confusing idea. If they would have sent their entire army, they probably would have taken it actually, but they didn't do that. So eventually, I will be marching west on Mazaka with this army, and that might do the job there. Yeah, it might. And then the army that actually did defeat that big, crunchy-looking, scary Greek army, I'm thinking now they can march north and avenge our loss at Campus Alani against the Parthians. So it's going to be a while, but I would like to just march on it and try to take that off of the Parthians before they can fit themselves. They already look like they're rebuilding, which I don't like. Oh dear. Maybe I should be blockading the Parthians. I was going to, this army was going to go on those boats and immediately sail north to attack Campus Sakai, but I've decided to send them south to attack its brigands, which they can do next turn. So maybe for now I should just send these boats out and blockade these Parthian ports so they can't
Aye, my lord.
So they can't train any more soldiers, Because I would really not like to lose another battle there. That would suck. And I guess I could just build another boat. That's something I could do. Yeah, I can just build another boat when this army is ready to go. And down here in Libya, this is super annoying. The Romans did bribe Siwa off of me. My goodness, that really caught me by surprise. So I made a mistake by sending both armies back to Siwa. I thought that one army wouldn't be enough. If it marched to Cyrene by itself, it might get caught out. But the Romans are looking, you know, I have vision out this far, and the Romans aren't looking... I may have done some damage to them. That's what I'm trying to say. They might be looking a little bit thin. So if I probably should have did that. I probably should have taken you. In fact... Yeah, you can take on that one early legionary in Siwa. And then you just start making your way back. And yeah, you can just come with, I guess. You're going to be placing watchtowers as soon as we get the settlement back under our control. And this Roman, this Scipii diplomat, it would be nice to kill him. I'm going to be training an assassin. I was thinking an assassin down here in Thebes. It's not the worst idea. Thebes does have a... So it does have the Temple of Set. And I did double check this. So Set does give... There's a chance that it does give an ancillary called the Pet White Monkey to assassins and spies, I believe. And that's going to be giving them +2 experience. So there's a chance of them getting that ancillary. I would obviously like that. That would increase my chances of killing this British... Or not British, but these... What's your... Yeah, you have 1 influence. I would imagine you'd get more for bribing an entire settlement. You should be rewarded. But with one influence, you might be killable by an assassin, so we'll see about that. Another idea, I could... So I have Osiris here in Petra, and I double-checked this as well. This is the one that gives the, like, the dancer and the courtesan to spies and assassins, and that's, like, +1 and +2 experience, so it would be nice to get that as well. What I could do is train up an assassin in Petra, and if I could get 1 or 2 of those ancillaries there, and then move him to Thebes, and he has a chance of getting that Pet White Monkey there as well, that would be pretty good. It's a bit further away, sure. I might do both. I might just train him here in Thebes so that I have one ready to go, and he can just get into action right away, and then just train up another assassin here in Petra, just so that I have him. And he's the one that I can take my time with and try to, you know, if I have to leave him here for a couple of turns to get both ancillaries, that might be okay. If he needs to, you know, kill some diplomats nearby to get some more experience, that's fine. And if he can come down to Thebes and maybe get up a Pet White Monkey, get the gang together, and I think he's going to be super good. So that's yeah, I can afford it, so why not do that? Now, I've been taking a look around my settlements, and I've noticed that Tahotep Aridaeus here in Salamis, he's a fine governor. You know, he has 6 management, and if I come down here, the thing is that he could be a pretty good general on the field, even though he only has the 1 command star. He has a good attacker trait, so that's +2 command when attacking. He has, what else? Feeling poorly is not great. Oh, that's what it is. -1 command when attacking. All right, well, that takes away part of this bonus. And then -2 from general's hit points as well. That's not great either. Let's see. Priest of Imhotep does improve the chances of casualties recovering from their wounds. That's always a good one. Sharujant, that doubles up on that same bonus. Master Embalmer is +1 morale and +1 command when attacking, so that's another, yep, that's good. So he could be a decent attacking general, as well as a fine administrator as well. I was thinking though, like 6 management's good, but he doesn't have any stuff that gives bonus to trade. I think he has one thing that gives bonuses to trade. Is it the Silk Merchant? Yeah, 10% bonus to trade income. That's fine, but I think I can do better. And I was looking around. Is it going to be you? You're good. Okay, I thought I had someone in Petra, but I guess I don't. Because I think I want you here in Jerusalem. Jerusalem makes money. So yeah, keeping all of your management there's probably fine. What about you though? You have a shit ton of management. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of management. Pretty good. Plus 6 to law. Yeah, that law is nice as well. Plus 3 to law from prim and proper. Yeah, 15% bonus on trade income. That's a good one as well. And anything else? Yeah, 10% bonus on trade income. So that's a 25% bonus on trade income right there. Plus all of that management. And anything else it gives bonuses. Does he have a silk merchant by any chance? No. No silk merchant, but I could just have him... I could just have you, Tahotep Aradeos, give your silk merchant to him. And so that means he's going to be getting a 35% bonus on trade income. I kind of like that idea. Like Thebes, I feel like Thebes does make some money. Let me double check here. So trade summary scroll and trade income is going to be 26 and then total income is going to be 4,000. So 26 and 4,000. And that's 46 with 32 on trade income. So yeah, Salamis does make more. Yeah, I think bringing up this governor seems like a good idea. Good idea. Tanu Tamun, the Cruel. Ooh, 69. Damn. All right, never mind. You're not long for this world, I suppose. I'm gonna keep an eye out though. If I can find someone who's probably gonna be a better administrator, that's what I'm gonna want in Salamis. Now, I mean, Tahotep Aradeos is fine, but are either of you guys promising? You're promising, actually, but you have less. So yeah, it's not super ideal. Rarefied Taste is a good one. That's at 15% bonus on trade income. Yeah. Yeah, you're promising. You are. You're only 32 as well, but you're actually older than Tahotep Aradeos, I think. I think he's, what, 26 or so? Yeah. Now, something that I was wondering, and this is something that I've noticed before, but I've never really looked into it or really asked about it, but I'm wondering if any of you have any answers to this. I'm curious about this. So here on the income sheet, it does show me these grayed out markers, and so this indicates trade, right? This is my trade income. And typically what this indicates is that if you put in a build order for like a port or a money building, like a market or a port or something, or roads, it's going to show you like a flashing, I think they flash maybe or maybe not, but they're just going to be grayed out icons, kind of like this, where it shows you what you're making now, but it's going to show you what you will be making once that building gets finished. I'm sure that y'all know what I'm talking about if you've played this game before, but in this situation, I guess I don't really understand, and I've noticed this before. I know, I've seen this before, but I don't know why this is. I'm not building any buildings. This is indicating that I could be making 3,800 off of trade, but I'm only making 3,300 off of trade, which is a substantial difference. And the fact that my admin is also lowered as well, like I could be making 840 off of admin, but I'm only making 777 off of admin. And I'm wondering why that is. What's the difference here? Like what's happening to this settlement? Nothing, like the port's not being blockaded. None of the ports that it's trading with are being blockaded. So what was it? Like, is it because I lost the port of Siwa? Did it used to be trading with that port? Is that the difference? I don't know. I don't know if that would be the difference, because why would it show me what I could be making off of a settlement that's not mine anymore, So since it's talking about his admin, it seems to indicate that this is a problem with him. Like there's something going on with him that's making me lose this kind of money. And so does that just indicate that there's a negative trait here that's causing him to lose money? Is that it? So let me double check. Does he have like a minus anything? Plus that, no, and no. So there's nothing in his traits that would cause him to be losing income. And then what about his retinue? +1 to unrest from the torturer. So that's not ideal, but that wouldn't be causing me to lose money, right? Because that's just up here in public order. That's not... Yeah, that's not being caused down here. So I don't know... Yeah, I don't know, I guess. Yeah, I don't understand. Does this show me anything? No, I don't think so. I don't think this is going to give me any answers. C exports, so I'm exporting to Antioch and Sidon. And I'm importing from Alexandria, Jerusalem, Sidon, and Antioch. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't really give me any answers. So I don't know. Yeah. And that happens all the time. I'm sure I could look at other settlements and find the similar thing. In fact, I think I just saw that down here in Thebes, didn't I? Yeah, same thing. I'm not building any buildings, and there's a similar thing going on here where there's a difference in income. You know, it could be 1087, but it's 1014 for admin, and for trade it could be 31, but instead it's 27. So yeah, what's going on? If you know the answers, please let me know. As we move on into the second turn here of this episode, we have ourselves an assassin in Petra that, sure enough, he did get the courtesan, so that's going to be the +1 to the agent's skill, and he also has the natural born assassin, +2 to agent's skill. Now, I don't believe that actually came from the Temple of Osiris, it just came from pure chance, is my understanding, so already a 3 experienced assassin, not too shabby. I can leave him for another turn or so, just to kind of see if he picks up anything else. And what do we have here? Shabaka, Philadelphus, Orator, +2 influence, +1 command. And that's going to be here in Pergamum. Sweet. Orator, I wonder... So what is he getting that from? Would that be from... So he's in Pergamum. I'm just curious. Orator... Oh, we still have the... Awesome Temple of Nike here. Experience bonus to troops +3. So that's probably why I kept that. That makes sense. Is there a Odeon? Odeon. So I guess this is why I get the Orator from. This is going to be +5 happiness, and this is the Greek like happiness building, kind of like how the Romans have the Colosseums. The Greeks have the theaters, I suppose. Is that how that works? So that's how we got Orator. Orator is good. That's a good... Yeah, command and influence. +2 influence, +1 command. Hell yeah, that's I'll take it. I'll take it. Yep, and we got all these law buildings out west, and that's going to be helping out with reducing the corruption as well. Okie dokie. And the Seleucids, how about this? They are a long ways from home now. But yeah, what is their goal? I can't really beat them with the force that I have in Ankyra. That's not something I'm comfortable with. Can I actually get a little bit closer here? Do I have 93% chance?
Stealth is my cloak.
So 1-star general, no traits. But we can find out. So he has a beat up unit of Scythe Chariots, and then he has Militia Cavalry, Greek Cav, all beat up units. Yeah, those are all beat up units. As far as their infantry is concerned, Levy Pikemen, and then 2 units of Phalanx Pikemen, again, all beat up units. Some Militia Hoplites, pretty crappy. 2 archers, and then 3 Paltests. That's a pretty shabby force, I'll tell you what. That's a pretty shabby force, but I still don't feel confident with just this army here, because this is a shabby force. The archers, the bowmen, sure, they're somewhat healthy, yeah, but, you know, is that, like, even this 11-man scythe chariot unit, like, I don't know, can they break a section of my army? I don't even have a general in this army, so, yeah, it's a little bit dicey. There's some brigands hanging out here, that's always fun. I think they were here last turn, actually, yeah. This army, this is interesting. You don't see brigand armies move around too much, but this is the army that's been hanging out here for a long time. And now they're moving closer to Sino, but I'm wondering, are they going to be joining together? Is that something that happened ever? Yeah, that's very interesting. And this Greek army actually came out and defeated a small brigand army that was here. This is the Greek army that I lost track of, so it's nice to have vision on them again. And yeah, still scary. You know, despite the small numbers, you know, 2 armored hoplites and some Rhodians and a general, you know, is a that's enough of a force to be somewhat concerned about. But these guys, let's see here. Do I want to? I could just go west. I don't need to go up this bridge, you know. Yeah, can I do that?
March! Out of moves, great
That way I can keep these guys moving west as well.
General. Onward.
Greek assassin, alright. I don't have any assassins nearby to counter assassin that dude. Unfortunately.
Ready to sail.
I have some spies on a boat that I
Can't do
can
that, sire.
come. What do you mean I can't do that?
Aye, my lord.
Why can't I do that?
My ears are yours.
Yeah, let's just spread some spies around. I want to see. I have a feeling that the Romans, the Bruttii in this area are
Leaving
somewhat weak, and yeah, my goodness, these places are so under garrisoned.
serve your will.
It's like they don't know that the only thing dividing us is a small little section of water, you know? Oh man, like, and it's so bottlenecky in this area as well, you know? So it's almost like I feel like one army placed here. This one would be the gates of Thermopylae, would they be? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. But maybe one army there, and then like one army there. And then a third army just to like clean up Corinth, Sparta, Athens, Lycia, and Thermon, like just run around clearing. Because like they can't, there's nothing there. You know, so 3 armies could sort of blitz this southern area, you know, southern peninsula of Greece and just take 4 settlements. And then without too much more work, we could, you know, snipe off Byzantium and Thessalonica as well. Yeah, just depending on how long they can react to it. Because of course they have many, many forces. They're just not, they're not in the neighborhood. So yeah, that's very tempting. Very, very tempting. And then down here, is there any movement happening? Yeah, they're sending more guys out from Cyrene, which feels okay. And here's the other waves coming in. Yeah. Yeah. I have a force that's just like, I think, are we ready to go? Are the boats ready? Can we go yet? This army looks okay. So can I separate this fleet out when there's boats?
Ready to sail. Aye, my lord.
Okay, so the army stayed on.
Aye, great lord.
Okay, that's weird how that works.
Aye,
Okay.
great lord.
Can I
Ships ready.
put you back? All right.
Aye, great lord.
Because I kind of want to bring you here. Let's put the siege weapons on those boats.
Aye, great
And then
lord.
for this army, I have 2 more spearmen. And then I just need a general. In fact, I should have brought up. Can you make it?
Mighty
Can you get on those
general.
boats? Because I don't want to really bring you. You don't have any command talent. You at least have 1 command star, gatekeeper, so +1 command when defending walls, +1 morale from understanding of logistics. That's good. And 10% movement points as well. Bloody is another +1 morale. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he has the Cherusian as well, which I like. And quartermaster is going to be cash gain from looting, and more movement points. You know what? You're fine. Yeah, despite
My liege.
not having a ton of command points,
Onward.
you are fine. So yeah, let's finally get this.
Aye, my lord.
Let's get this army underway,
Yes, mighty lord.
and let's bring these boats right
No
behind
more
them.
moves, sire. Ready to sail.
So how long is that going to take
Yes,
then?
mighty lord.
1, 2, yeah, 2 more turns. Hey, that's not bad.
Ready.
Crossing this distance by sea is definitely the way to go. All right, so what do I do then? Do I, because this force, like not this force, but this force
Sire.
can definitely smash up these Roman forces, especially when they're not consolidated together, you know? But then if there's a quick follow-up coming from this force, that can get a little bit dicey. I don't know, I say that. This isn't the scariest looking army. You know? But when does it end? I'm tempted, here's what I'm tempted to do, honestly. I'm tempted to do this.
Sire.
I'm tempted to attack, and I'm tempted to auto-resolve. I don't do this very often, but yeah, we lost 19 men.
Victory.
I have heard before that Rome Total War does not...
Captured.
Let's just occupy this. Let's not kill my own people. I've heard before that Rome Total War does not take like the geography of the situation into account when it's determining the auto-resolve, which is really bizarre. So like siege battles doesn't like take into account the structure, the siege defenses, or the fact that, you know, the defenders have a clear advantage, you know, fighting in city streets and whatnot. And then same thing for like bridge battles. I've heard that that also isn't taken into account either. Now, that, based on what I just saw there, like that really felt like that was not taking the defensive structures into account there. So that seems to prove that for sure. I don't know about bridge battles. I would have to try, you know, but I've never done that before. It's weird because in Shogun and Medieval, that was not the case. You know, you auto-resolve a siege fight against a good defensive structure and a decent garrison, you're going to be taking heavy casualties. Same thing in Shogun, you know, you'll just straight up, you'll lose battles in Shogun and Medieval, like auto-resolve. They just, you know, like, you know, it will take these things into account. Same thing with river battles, same thing. You try to auto-resolve that thinking, hey, I don't have to fight this battle, let's just get it over with. And then you just lose, and you lose everything. You're like, oh my god, how'd that happen? You know? So yeah, it's weird coming from those games, those earlier games, and then coming to the newer game and being like, oh, they forgot to put that in. Oh, that's that's silly. It's a weird thing, you know? But in any case, it feels nice. In a way, it does feel nice. Like, hey, I got the Siege of Siwa out of the way so that I don't have to deal with that anymore. The problem is that I don't have any freaking peasants anymore. I have to like retrain the peasants. I can't just send these guys out. Ay, ay, ay. Do I stay here and retrain guys and then train peasants? Is that what I do? Or do I just bring these guys back? Yeah, I might just take you guys out of the queue and then move you up and then move you in. Sure, why not? Why not do that? Let's do recruit peasants. Wait, why can't I recruit? What in the hell? Oh, do I need to repair my building? Oh, my governor's palace got damaged. Oh, okay, all right. All right, well, let's repair some stuff and then I can train peasants. Yeah, that's weird. Fine. Well, let's send you west. Let's just go. Let's frickin' go. Although this assassin here in Thebes did not get the pet white monkey, which is unfortunate, he's still an assassination genius, and that's not too shabby. What are your chances of killing this Scipio dude? 64% chance? Yeah. Do it. Get him. I don't want him here. Just by lowering the taxes in Pergamum and then filling up a peasant queue, I was able to keep the loyalty good enough to take this army out. And I suppose this army is probably good enough to deal with the Seleucid army that is marching west. So we could meet them somewhere about thereabouts, and then the army of Nicomedia. Could you guys
Mighty general.
Could you guys leave, or is this one peasant gonna be not enough?
Sire.
I kind of have a feeling that I need more than just that one peasant unit.
Forward.
Let's check it out. Lower taxes, and then can we just recruit a bunch of peasants? Will that do the trick? That's not going to be good enough. What are we looking at? 60%? Yeah, yep. I have, let's see, can anyone get there? No, not really. Can you guys get there? Ooh. Okay, I could just bring guys from Enkyra.
Orders. Move out.
Is that, god damn it. That's so annoying.
Move
You guys
out.
can't get in?
Ready to ambush.
Okay, what if you don't have to go around someone? Can you get in that way?
General. Sire.
Yeah, you can get right in. Alright, well let's send some guys from Enkyra then.
Orders. Orders.
There we go, alright. Yeah, Enkyra doesn't need a strong garrison. Let's just train up another peasant there. Yeah, if these Slacids siege it out, we will be there to... Could we get to Enkyra next turn if we had to? Not quite. Not quite. Okay. Not with that army. This army could. So yeah, we're fine. And we could even train up some more mercenaries if we felt like we needed to. Thracians and Bastarnae, what's the difference? Holy shit, the price difference is insane. They're more than twice the cost. Oh my god. They have the same model, but they're, yeah, very different units. I knew the Bastarnae were better, but like, holy shit, 800 and 1700. Oh my god. Thracians. Alright, what do you have? 11, 5, and 7. Bastarnae, 11, 5, and 8. That's, what? The hell? The 11 and 5, so their attack and their charge are the same. The Thracians even have... Oh, these guys have an experience point. Okay, so that's why they have better stats because of that. Okay. But yeah, it's just 1 point of armor difference. Gosh, it's weird. So the price isn't like taking into account the experience points, I suppose. What is it going to be? It's their defense skill. They have better defense skill. And they have 2 hit points. Okay, so the Bastarnae do have 2 hit points per model. Alright, that explains it. Okay, alright. Yep, sorry I blew up. Their upkeep is also more expensive by 40 more denarii. What about their abilities? What do they have? They have good morale. Okay, that makes sense. Still, holy shit, that is a big price jump. Holy smokes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be... What does this army have? The infantry components is very weak, so I probably should train something, to be honest. Yeah, mercenary hoplites, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna be attacking a settlement at some point anyway, so... Yep, let's go here, and let's get closer to Enkyra. I was gonna send them out... We can send them to Sinop later. Oh my god, I just realized, what if the Scipii diplomat bribes the Siwa again? Okay, yeah, you know what, sometimes I'm a slow learner. Well, so what have I learned about diplomats? I can potentially recruit, I can't recruit a diplomat here. Ah, freaking A. Oh my god, alright. Yeah, I have to repair that administrative building before I can recruit diplomats. Jesus. Okay, well, I was thinking that would be a good answer because then I could, you know, the diplomats' influence essentially acts as a, like a price increase, so they can kind of be used as a cheap way to protect settlements and armies that don't have generals from diplomats. So that idea is out of the way. Do I have someone? Do I have a diplomat nearby somewhere? No one there, no one there, no one there. Oh, Jesus, I need some diplomats. Jesus. I mean, this assassin's going to be there in a turn to potentially kill him. But, can you make it down there in that time? No, you cannot. Shoot. Shoot. Hopefully he can't afford to bribe Siwa twice. I have more units in there this time. This is not just like before I might have had like a peasant or so. So, you know, it would be more expensive, but it's the Scipii, it's the frickin' Romans, you know, what's money to them? Fucking hey, oh. Damn. Now it is going to be brigand smashing time, so let's go around with our brigand smashing armies and get these little chores out of the way. So what do we got here? 2 Eastern Infantry and an archer. Let's go clean them up. They have a position on a hill here, and they are thinking that they want to send their archers down to pepper my infantry. So let's send my cav up to threaten them here. Camels can just keep making their way around because my cav will be coming to threaten those archers in soon time. So soon time, yes, that's how we talk now. So let's get this archer and chariots up here, and yeah, we've driven them off. So we just kind of come back and all right, they want to just hang out right by their spears. That's intelligent of them. My Bedouin archers are starting to pour fire into them, and down here, if they want to threaten my cav, yeah, looks like that's what they're kind of thinking about. And now they are in range of my archers, so we can start peppering them. That's fine, and we can just shoot at them from all angles. What are my chariots? Are you guys shooting yet? Not yet. So let's get my chariots up here. Cav can be right behind. And as soon as, if they want to leave their archers, yeah, Cav can run here. And let's just send camels. Okay, never mind. They want to cover their archers? Okay, that's smart of them. And they want to run into these Nubian spears. So let's go ahead and give them a charge. Not with you, actually. Let's just bring you guys in and get a little charge here. And up, there we go. There we go. So that's taken care of. We can charge them down with my Nubians. Chariots can just keep skirmishing here and just bring them back. Keep away from the Eastern Infantry. General can go up and put pressure on those archers here. And camels can chase as well. And man, you guys can just keep running. Yep, there we go. In that battle, we lost 29 men. And now this army can continue to go back east because I just saw another brigand army pop up. Because what would we do without all these brigands to kill? Alright, what do we got here? A general. Oh, la-di-da. 3 stars, eh? And he has 3 units under his command. Well. So let's come up here and let's fight these guys. And this is going to be the... What is it again? So it's going to be 4 Eastern Infantry, 2 archers, and then a horse archer. Yeah, a pretty annoying army, honestly. But, you know, I threw something together here. Should I hire mercenaries? 3 Eastern mercenaries. My infantry is pretty light. I just have Nile spears, Nubian spears, and desert axes. So, yeah, nothing... I can hire 1 unit of these guys just to give me a little bit of meat in this army. And let's go run them down. They have decided to hide into this rocky outcrop here. And we're going to be advancing just head on, and I can bring my general's units through the rocky outcrop, which isn't great, but they're pretty well entrenched, so we're going to have to go in there and get them regardless of how I feel about it. The horse archers are going to be using the Cantabrian Circle to skirmish with me, and that's pretty smart because my only way of beating them is by shooting them with my archers. So yeah, that's a good move on their end. Can I threaten them with my cav, or are they just going to get away? Let's try to come up wide on that side. And then wide on that side, so that even if my archers can't take them down, then maybe my cav can surround them. They're going to be moving out to threaten my cav with this unit of Eastern Infantry, so let's just kind of move back here. And yeah, they're putting a hurting on my guys. Let's see, you guys can get back, please. Get back here and here. Yeah, just, man, they're gonna keep pressing me, eh? Get away. No, no, no. Come on. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Get back, get back, get back. Maybe I can bring these desert axes to... Let's see here. Can I just get like a little horse sandwich action from both sides? And then, yeah, they're charging into my Nile Spears on this side. And they want to attack my generals on this side. So let's get back here. And hopefully we can break them on that side. So let's get in here with you guys. And then get here. So we broke them here. That feels good. And now they're using their flaming arrows. That's good as well. Damn, they broke my cav. Damn. Jesus. Alright, so we got them here. Let's try to get a rear charge here with my generals. Oh, yep, they broke my Eastern Infantry. So let's try to get my generals up and try to use my horn to actually keep my guys together here. So we're running them down on this side, so that feels good. If I could rally my men, that'd be fantastic. Can we run down that group? That would also be good. And let's keep advancing with my whatever is remaining of my force so that I can try to continue to put pressure on... So they have archers and horse archers. Yeah, that's tough. Let's try to... I want to continue to run down this group, but I don't want to get caught. Can I get you guys back, please? You, and then you come out here. Alright, so it looks like we were able to run down... Yeah, you guys just get back. Yeah, run away from this Eastern Infantry. And then on this side, here, go here, and try to come in on both sides. And then you can also come up as well. So hit them here, and then you come over here. And then we get caught. Come on. Okay, nope. Let's just not get caught. Let's go here and here. And those are all archers, aren't they? Actually, yeah, never mind. I changed my mind. Perfect. There we go. And there we go. Okay. That was a little dicier than I wanted it to be, but yeah, 290 losses. I'm actually glad that I hired those Eastern Infantry. That was... it was helpful having an extra unit there, just for some bodies, you know. So let's get these guys back to Arsacia, unless there's anything else. Nothing else needs to be killed, right? Okay, let's just double checking. Let's get back to Arsacia, we can lick our wounds, and then we can sail onto the Parthian lands. And in fact, let's remind myself, let's go here and start blockading their territories so they don't make any money. A new family member has now come of age, Ramose Urgetes. 3-star general, not bad. Hey, all right, I'll take it. And where are you? Are you in Arctic Sarta? No shit. Okay. Yeah, man, you are not bad. 3 stars, 2 management, and 1 influence. Understanding of tactics, yes, good. Careful with money, +1 to squalor, +2 to management. Positive is +1 morale. Nice, hey, all right. And a -1 from law. That's not, so yeah, flexible is not great. But overall, yeah, you know what? Overall, you have the look of someone that might want to be the next in line. Which reminds me, I should probably take a look at that and remind myself of what is going on with that. Because I just did the same thing with my Julii campaign, and I was surprised to find that my heir was 50 years old, so I was like, oh shit, I should probably find a different heir. Just to make sure. So, where are we at? Who's the main man? So you're 62, so Nakrok the Killer is the faction leader. And who is next in line? So Nakti Epiphanes. Yeah, you're fine, I suppose. You're in Sidon. You're 41. Yeah, you're fine for now. But I might want to consider sometime in the near future, maybe, Ramose Urgetes might want to be the next in line. Now, I thought I saw some interesting... Yeah, these guys really... Are they going to be joining together? Huh, that's very interesting. This army moved all the way from over here to join up with the rebels in Sinop. Interesting. And you didn't go too far. You're right there. In fact, I don't think you moved at all. So I could just attack you. I like that. And then where did that Seleucid army go? Uh-oh, where do they go? How did I lose track of a that was a like decent sized army. Did they just go back? They're not here in Cilicia. Where are they? Okay. That makes zero sense. Am I blind? What the hell is going on right now? They're not here anywhere. I'm not getting their banners mixed up. These are rebels. I mean, I know I'm tired, but I don't think I would just... Yeah, these are rebels, brigands, yes, okay. And this is all like revealed. Are they just hiding in the shadow right there? Is that...
I serve your will.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow, they found like my one blind spot. That was very impressive. Very impressive. Wow. That... Did they do that on purpose? That was impressive. You know, that's funny because I've seen... It was kind of like with this army last episode where I was looking for it and I was like, I have vision, like, you know, down these paths and everything. I have like vision on where it could be. And it turned out that it wasn't that far from where my spy was. They had just kind of like found a blind spot there. It's like, oh wow, it's very sneaky. It's like it knows. That's kind of what it feels like, honestly. I actually might be able to make my attack on these armies outside of Tarsus in this turn. Because you would have to go first, and then you could actually make the attack. Yeah, I might be able to get it done. Let's see, do I have enough time in this episode? Yeah, I could go for it. I kind of want to attack this army as well. Get this out of the way. Decisions. Let's go for the big one, actually. This is probably going to be the last thing I do in this episode, so let's make it count. Yeah, so you're going to be the reinforcing army, I think. Yeah, it's not a bad reinforcing army. Yeah, it's pretty solid. You know, they got some Nile Cav, some Pharaoh's Guards, only one unit of Pharaoh's Guards. One unit of Nile Cav, but the rest of the army is solid as well. Their general is going to be their 3-star Takakimwi Alexander. Yeah, but in the wars, so +2 to the general's hit points, so that's going to help him out if he's going to be controlled by the AI. And +1 to the valor of the general's bodyguards as well. Again, very useful for an army controlled by the AI, so yeah. I think that's going to be the key. Then I'm going to be controlling you, Menmatre Casaros, 3-star general. And then, yeah, casualty replenishment rate, and then quartermaster. Yeah, not bad. Good attacker. So it's going to be a 5-star general. He's attacking. Nice. And then +1 morale as well. Yes, perfect. I like all those things. So, well, let's take you. And you're going to be here.
Forward.
And do I have any information on you? 3-star general, so not bad. Not bad. Your army, yeah. Yeah, their infantry, like their melee infantry quality, it's very spotty. You know, they got some levy pikes, militia hoplites. It looks very beatable. Sure, they got some scythe chariots, but that can be dealt with. And then here again, some scythe chariots. And just not, I mean, okay, so this army does have a bit more melee components to it. It's low quality, sure, but like, yeah, levy pikes, some phalanx pikes, militia hoplites, onager, so I gotta be aware of that as well, so. That's gonna be the reinforcing army. In fact, that's probably gonna be the army that my... Let's see. I'm probably gonna come in here. And then can I attack from here? No, I can't. Oh no. Shoot. I'm in reinforcing range, right though? Can I attack with you? No? Damn. Okay. Alright, well, I thought that I was going to be able to attack in this turn, but I guess not. Are you going to be able to reinforce? Damn! Oh, shit. Okay. Well, yeah, they're going to be able to reinforce. Can I bring more?
Mighty
Yeah, you
general.
can't get there in time. There's no way.
Mighty general.
And neither can you. Well. Okay, then. Let's pivot, and we can fight this battle at least in this turn. Get rid of this small little Greek army, but yep, they're, you know, despite being small,
Prepare
they have
for
a decent
battle.
force, so let's get rid of the 4-star general as well. Yeah.
Ours, mighty one.
Yeah, not bad, but I think we can get the job done here. I'm going to be starting off here to the side under cover of these trees to try to gain some cover, some protection from those ballistas that the enemy does have. Maybe going a little wide with my cav on this side, and then keeping the cav on this side tucked in so that we can, again, gain some cover from those trees there. And then on this side, maybe going wide with my chariots and trying to force them to cover different directions. We are beginning to get within range, or archer range that is, of the Greeks, and so far there hasn't been... I thought I heard the ballistas go off once, but I don't think I've really taken much fire. I've been able to keep this force kind of down here, like out of the angle of the ballistas, so I haven't been getting shot on this side. I don't think my chariots have taken any damage either. It looks like, yeah, it looks like we just took a shot. Just as I was saying that, it looks like someone got hit. Yeah, that unit got hit. And I'm assuming that's by ballistas. Although, I guess it could be archers, maybe? No, we're not in range of the archers. Alright, so Rhodians have range on us, and we don't have range on them, so let's move up. They should be mostly shooting at my slingers. I can screen out my more important parts of my army using my slingers, which is nice. Alright, ballistas are right there. It would be nice to kind of get a charge in on them. And then what's happening on this side? What's... General wants to run out along with Rhodians, and... Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting move. Alright, let's just move back then. And are you guys in range of anything? Not quite, so let's see. Archers, are you in range? What about slingers? Are you guys in range? Yeah, okay, so we can at least shoot the archers. That's fine. And then let's just continue to give them something to think about on this side. And they seem to be really focused on my chariot archers, but we're not even in range. We're not even able to shoot at them from here. Let's just move up a little bit. And now they want to bring forth that unit there. And yeah, if you want to think... Are you guys going for my slingers? Okay, armored hoplites. Yes, now they can start taking a lot of shots, and they're just like shrugging it off. God, these guys are such bulldozers. They're such bulldozers, you know, they just keep on coming. They're gonna be getting shot in the flank. And yeah, just like now they finally start taking some casualties as they turn their backs to us. Alright, let's try to get back here with these guys. Maybe draw them towards my infantry force. If I have to, I can probably gang up on that general's unit. In fact, I can probably bring my own general out as well. And let's just kind of turn around and get these guys. We can probably kill them. I'm guessing we can probably kill them. Let's bring up Cav here. And... yeah, there he goes. There he goes. So that, yep, he's down for the count. And that's a 4-star general that just got taken off. So let's send chariots to go after these Rhodians here. Chariot archers just can continue to shoot. And yeah, Cav can just posture, hang out, look pretty. That's fine. And then Cav on this side, is there any more Greeks? No, there's not. So I come up here, and then General just come up here and hang out. And yeah, just continue to pelt these guys until they're dealt with. If I can catch these guys, I would love to. I would love to make sure this army just disappears. So as they start to break, yeah, armored hoplites right there. If I could get up, nope, they rallied, man. Just a solid unit, solid unit. You know, what do they have? 19 guys, and they're like, no, we still have a chance, guys. Let's go here. Let's get them. There we go. Now we're getting them down to 7 guys, and he finally breaks. And then can we focus our fire on these guys now? Yeah, focus fire on them. Run these guys down. Then, yeah, now archers can focus on them. Yep, 35 guys getting shot in the back. And, alright, they're starting to drop, finally. There we go. Let's just finish running these guys down and call it good. So that's, you know, a small force off of the field, but, you know, a substantial one, honestly. It's a decent, you know, general and a couple of decent units. It's gonna make fighting the Greeks in Mazaka a bit easier now that these guys aren't able to make it back, honestly. So, yeah. Job well done, man. With this victory, we can continue to march west.
We can do that.
Yes, you can. You totally can.
Move out.
And you're gonna get there in what? One turn? One turn? No shit. Oh, how about that? How about that? Yeah, it won't be long. Won't be long. In fact, I mean, if that army stays outside of the walls, we can actually have a little bit of a what are they called? Shit. What are they called? A pull-out battle? God damn it. Yep, that's my brain right now. There we go. Down here in Libya, we can actually start to pick off some of these Roman forces, and this ain't so... Oh god, they just are relentless. Golly. Okay. Where was I? Let's pick these guys off. So I think that since you can probably reach that army, and this is kind of a stretch, I have a feeling that they might be able to retreat out of your range. I'm going to send you to get them. Bigger force, but there's no general here under this force. And it might be some old-fashioned stuff, too. All I see is Hastati and Light Auxilia. So, let's actually get a better idea of what's going on here.
Spying.
So, holy shit, you're a 6-star general. Okay. Damn, dude. So no morale boosting traits, but yeah, 6 stars is 6 stars. Yep, my spy got a trait increase. That's nice. And yeah, so this army has early legionaries, auxilia, and light auxilia, so that's fine. What about you? So we can't spy because we've already spied once this turn, but can we see what you have? Okay, so Roman Cav, early legionaries, Astadi, Roman Cav. Yeah, nothing that scary, honestly. And what about you guys? Some legionaries, so there is something there, but again. Yeah, nothing too concerning. What about these guys? Do we have any vision on them? A little bit. We can see some of what they have. Early legionaries, cavalry auxilia, equites, war dogs. Ooh, we got some Praetorians and some legionaries coming in. All right, all right. What do we have? Ooh, legionary cavalry. How about that's fancy? All right, yeah, we get some more stuff coming in here. Praetorian cavalry. I don't even have any of those in my Julia campaign yet. That looks pretty awesome. Some Praetorian cohorts. All right, this is the stack to keep an eye on. That's the stack to keep an eye on. But we can at least yeah, we can at least, here, we're going to continue to sail on Cyrene.
Sail. Out of moves.
Yes.
Fire. Ready to sail.
Perfect, and let's start picking off these Roman armies.
Sire. Attack.
So yeah, nothing too concerning. We should be able to manage this. The Romans were nice enough to not take that much of a high ground here. They could have like gone up here, or they could have, I don't know, gone up there, but they're sort of meeting me in the dip, and I don't mind that, you know? I don't think they have too much in their way of ranged tools. I can't remember Are those archers or are those going to be peltasts or auxilia? I'm not sure. But I have a lot of ranged tools here. It's a weird army. It's not my normal. This army comp is kind of strange. I got some Nubians here. And a lot of slingers. Really not a lot of archers. Yeah, a couple beat up units. Got some Numidian cav, so that's pretty cool. And desert cavalry, and then the chariots is going to be the real component of this army that's going to be carrying the day, I reckon. Now they want to move their cav force here to perhaps threaten my chariots. I mean, my chariots can probably beat their cavalry in a melee, I would imagine. And they want to bring up their early legionaries, Auxilia, Hastati. Yeah, let's just move up to within shooting range. Their cavalry looks like they want to charge my center. They're thinking about it. Yeah, they're thinking about it. Here on the flank, we are getting some shots in, or at least we were. Looks like we have range on something. Yeah, we're shooting the Roman cav. Yeah, that feels good. And let's continue to push with my infantry. Or no, let's actually, if they want to come towards us, let's hang out. And yeah, they're taking a lot of casualties. Let's see if I can get my guys back. Yeah, see if I can get them to charge on into my spears. And let's charge here, and let's sound the horn with you. And let's go here, and let's go here. And oh, we got their spears chasing us. Okay, clever, clever, clever. So yeah, looks like a lot of their cav broke. You can definitely run. Definitely, you can definitely run. So yeah, he's going. Let's see if I can get my slingers back up here. And you can get back. And then chariots can get back to come up here. Looks like they're running away, so let's try to get as many kills as we can here. Most of that army's gonna get away, which is a shame.
As enemies, these men are
yeah, that's too bad. We can pick a few of them off here. Are we actually, are our javelins actually picking them off after they cross the red line? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, we can just like park here and continue to shoot at them with my like with my archer chariots and javelins and stuff.
Lies in your grasp,
oh,
and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
So we got a few more there. I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort. So yeah, that's not gonna get rid of the stack, unfortunately, but we can continue to pursue this army.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
Yeah, so are they, is that gonna be them? Is it? It kind of looks like them, yeah. And then we can attack this army with this army. Yeah, that looks good. But that's going to have to wait until next time. But before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. Until next time, this has been Kanastep playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.